NYSE Floor Talk is Raj Koneru. He is the founder and CEO at Kore.ai. Raj, it is wonderful to have you here. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you. Thank you for the time.
So Raj, let's start off by talking about the company. Tell me about Kore.ai and tell me who are your core customers and how do you help them?
So Kore.ai is an enterprise AI company. We focus on helping large enterprises take advantage of all the innovation that's happening in AI by providing them platforms and solutions to enable them to achieve their use cases and achieve the benefits of Gen AI and conversational AI in general. So the customers are usually Fortune 2000 companies, large banks, large insurance companies, retailers, communications, technology companies, healthcare companies, and they're global. Most companies are global in our customer base, and they have large consumer bases, who engage with the enterprise, and that's where we come in. We make that engagement, using AI, a much better experience in general. So we focus on the experience that an enterprise puts out to its customers and then employees and partners.
Okay, so now AI is an exceptionally competitive industry and it's a saturated market, as we know. So tell me, how have you established yourself as a serious contender in the AI race?
Well, we've been at it for 10 years. So while AI is suddenly hot with Gen AI and everything, but AI has been developing for a while now. So our focus from the beginning has been try to provide a platform to an enterprise to enable them without having to write code, build out their use cases, which initially was only focused on conversational use cases, but now increasingly it's non-conversational, which are more related to Gen AI type of use cases around text generation, question answering, summarization, and that sort of thing, basically. So we've been at it for a while now. We continue to innovate at a very rapid pace. So unlike most tech companies, over 60% of our workforce is in R&D. So we push the envelope very significantly in terms of what we can provide to enterprises. And that's why we've been rated number one by Gartner in the Gartner MQ. We've been rated highly by IDC, Forrester, G2 Crowd, and people like that. So that edge has helped us, grow pretty rapidly in the last few years.
Now, speaking of growing rapidly, congratulations are in order. You had a recent funding round of $150 million led by FTV Capital. So tell me, how do you plan to utilize this capital?
So we're growing pretty rapidly now. The demand is through the roof. And we need to be able to, capture the demand and convert it into real revenue. So we're expanding our sales and marketing teams. We're expanding our product management teams and our product development teams. And we're expanding globally as well. Basically, we initially focused on financial services and healthcare and communications. Now we've gone beyond that to retail, the government sector, and certain few other sectors like food and travel, essentially. So both vertical expansion, geographic expansion, and expanding the use cases that we focus on is where the money is going to be used.
All right, and finally, Raj, tell me, how can AI companies move quickly to keep up with demand while ensuring their products meet stringent security standards, avoid potential bias, and have proper guardrails in place?
Like I said, we've been doing it for 10 years now. So that's the foundation of our platform. Responsible AI, the guardrails that you need to make sure that you don't have false positives or false negatives in a conversation, if you will, with a customer. And being able to make sure that things like profanity, abusive, text doesn't come into play, during that experience. So we built this foundation of guardrails and responsible AI, which we keep adding to as time goes on. It's almost very similar to security software, right? Like you have, security software on your laptop, and you need to keep updating it with additional, virus protection kind of areas. So there's no end to it. You need to keep adding more and more guardrails over a period of time, and that's what we do. So the enterprises get the benefit of, using the platform to safely put out their use cases.
All right. Well, Raj, wonderful to talk with you. Thanks for joining me on Floor Talk today.
Thank you so much.